the same. Crawled out of the ashes just this morning at 4. I went back for my lighter, but they locked the door. They got every kind of novelty right here on the shore. Let me sing you the new London blues.
This is Rick Coster at theday.com. Thanks for joining us for Live Lunch Break. You caught us in mid-conversation. That's Jay Franklin over there. He was ordering some clam chowder for lunch, and Carl and I are going to split a small garlic and avocado. Anyway, I am with the most literal interpretation of the Franklin brothers. That would mean Carl and Jay Franklin, siblings. Sometimes their band numbers as much as, I don't know, 12 folks or something?
11,
yeah.
yeah.
And sometimes you might see them in increments of 3 or 4. But anyway, we're glad to have Carl and Jay Franklin, the Franklin brothers.
Thanks, Rick. So this is the song that started it all. This is New London Blues.
To my name, but I'll offer you a cigarette just the same. Crawled out of the ashes just this morning at 4. I went back for my lighter, but they locked the door. They got every kind of novelty right here on the shore. Let me sing you the new London blues. Get a perfect pint of Guinness up on State Street. And the winner of the Titanic show is crazy. Grab a bowl of beans and don't forget to wipe. They got Thai and Japanese hair, but there ain't no tribe. Jimmy's down on Bank Street, he'll be wailing all night, just to peel in the new London blues. Get up on an airplane, maybe take a fast train. Well, come and spend your whole Saturday. Take I-95, just an hour away. Well, I just got off the ferry from Long Island. Left at 3 this morning from the Highland. The doctor says I'll be okay for an hour or 2. I take my medication, but I lost the tube. Swear to God I never even touched that dude. I was just digging the new London blues. Well, get up on an airplane, well, maybe take a fast train. Well, come and spend your whole Saturday. Take I-95, it's just an hour away.
Lose yourself in the possibilities for your home, yard, heart, and soul.
Come to Cloud Farms
And see what we're building for you. Offshore, out in the Sound, your island getaway awaits. Yes, Block Island beckons. With so much to do and see, a Block Island getaway is now closer than ever. Ride the high-speed Block Island Express from New London on one of 4 daily departures, where an island escape is yours at goblockisland.com. That's goblockisland.com.
So by doing the house and trade-in, you know, that we use that towards our down payment towards this condo, and it made life so much easier for us. It took all the worry out of everything.
Hey, you're watching Live Lunch Break at theday.com. I'm Rick Coster. We're privileged today to have the Franklin brothers, literally just the two of them, Carl and Jay. The first song we heard was New London Blues, which is off their very fine Lifeboat to Nowhere, which is the most recent CD, right?
Yeah.
And it's sort of an autobiographical tune in terms of being a resident around here, right?
Yeah, it really is. Should we tell the story?
Yeah,
All right,
I like it.
The story is that we were doing, I don't know, when it was 2000 something, we were doing a playing under the marquee at the Guard for
Right.
an art stroll. And it was in March, it was kind of a cold day, and there was nobody on the street. I mean, it was completely empty except for one guy, a homeless guy.
Right.
Who was
There are a few here.
thoroughly digging the music. He stayed for every song. He was dancing. He loved it. So it was just the sort of that play between trying to get people to come to New London and, you know, some of the realities of the place.
Yeah, like any city.
Like any city.
Well, I think the song is really emblematic of everything you guys do well. And, you know, in my poor wordsmith's way, at the most basic, I would say when people ask me about y'all, well, they have a certain sophistication, pop sophistication that reminds me of Steely Dan or the Paul Simon bands in later years. But the thing is, you guys have not just a pop thing, but a very strong funk element. And there's also, tell me if I'm wrong, but there seems to be a real affinity for Gulf Coast music. Is that true, or
maybe I love the New Orleans scene and the Meters and all the great bands that come out of New Orleans and just the sounds. Like John Cleary is a band we're listening to now that is New Orleans
fabulous
guy.
piano player?
Unbelievable, yeah, and just the sort of the playing with space in
Right.
the mix,
Right.
and their sense of rhythm and counterpoint is just.
Well, I
it's
hear
that all
it.
the
I hear it
time.
in y'all stuff, so that's good.
Yeah,
You
thanks.
want to do a couple more tunes right now?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
These are a little bit more on the countryside, the indigenous American side, I would say.
Yeah.
Right. This first one is a song I wrote when I was 19, and my wife claimed it for herself, so, which is no problem with me. This is called Broken Melody. Well, I played around about this town, singing all the same old things. Every time I sing, it's second nature. The first time that I saw your face, you brought life into my words. Now you make me feel like my words are being And this one is on Lifeboat to Nowhere. Thank you very much if you're clapping at home.
You wrote this one a long time ago too, right?
Yeah, this was not so long ago. It was probably in the 90s somewhere. This
Back
is,
in 1954.
yeah, 54 in the back of a pickup truck in El Paso. Now this is Spineless Blues. One, two, three. Why you gotta treat me like you do? You don't know a good thing when you got it. Don't you like the way I treat you, baby? Well, I'm going down the road, here I go. Baby, no, my love is true. Why you gotta treat me bad? I had to learn the hard way that you could love another man instead. Well, I'm going down the road, here I go. That was the best you ever had. Why you gotta bring my loving back? Guess it's time for me to choose. Put up with you or lose the odds are stacked. Well, I'm going down the road, here I go. Baby, I ain't coming back. Well, I'm going down the road, here I go. Baby, I ain't coming back. Yeah, I'm going down the road, here I go. And baby, I ain't coming back. I ain't coming back. I ain't coming back. I ain't coming back. I ain't coming back.
Offshore, out in the Sound, your island getaway awaits. With so much to do and see, a Block Island getaway is now closer than ever. Where an island escape is yours at GoBlockIsland.com.
So literally, we're changing deeds. You're using your house at an agreed upon number towards a down payment for the purchase here. It couldn't be much easier, really.
Come to Cloder Farms.
We believe in the art of handcrafted furniture. Workbench built in the USA to your specifications. The Cloder Farms Keystone Collection. Furniture handmade just for you. And see what we're building for you.
Hi, this is Rick Coster at theday.com. You're watching the Franklin Brothers on our live lunch break. If you're at home, indeed eating lunch, you should be through with the citrus palate cleansing sherbet and on to the veal course at this point.
Yeah. Break out the glasses, lovey. We're having a party.
Yeah, I probably headed straight to the nearest taco place after this. Let me ask you both, because it's rare that I get to actually talk to siblings that harmonize. Is it true that it is a genetic, instinctual thing? You hear the Finn brothers or the Neville brothers or Brian and Carl and Dennis Wilson.
I don't believe so.
You don't?
I don't think it's genetic. I think we sound this. We have similar voices because, of course, genes. But
part of it's genetic.
yeah, the way we sound similar, but in terms of harmonizing, it's just purely doing it over and over again.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you
I think.
instinctively write your own parts? Because these aren't necessarily just the basic triad harmonies you're singing here, right?
Usually, somebody will come up with a melody, and then we'll try to layer on top of that, and whoever isn't singing the melody will try to complement it with above or below or something like that.
Or in the case of that midsection in No Time to Live on Lifeboat to Nowhere,
Right.
where all the sunbeams in the sky with those. Yeah, some evil person wrote those so that nobody
Because I didn't have to sing them.
sing it. And so we're trying to teach the backup singers, and they're like, what?
I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in other words, all the stuff that Mr. and Mrs. Righteous told me about their sons, the Righteous brothers, that's all false then.
Well, I don't know. It's just my personal opinion that that people are born with talent or whatever, or they're born with the ability to harmonize or whatever. No, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I think you're born with your sound, maybe.
Yeah. Why don't you, let me segue cleverly and say, treat us to more of that
Sure.
at this point, all right?
Sure. Well, this is a Beatles song that we like to do them a little differently. But this is probably one of the first ones that we played and sang together when we were learning our perspective instruments. 2, 3.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly into the light. birds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to
Very nice. Steely Dan?
Yeah.
Some Steely Dan. This is an old one called Any Major Dude.
Never seen you looking so bad, my funky one. They tell me that your superfine line has come and gone. Any major dude with half a heart surely will tell you, my friend. Any amount of world that breaks apart falls together again. And the demon is at your door. In the morning it won't be there no more. Any major dude will tell you. Any major dude will tell you. Have you ever seen a squad's ears? Well, never mind. The people on the street have all seen better times. Any major dude with half a heart surely will tell you, my friend. Any amount of world that breaks apart falls together again. When the demon is at your door, in the morning it won't be there no more. Any major dude will tell you. Any major dude will tell you. I can tell you all I know, the where to go, the what to do. You can try to run, but you can't hide from what's inside of you. Any major dude with half a heart surely will tell you, my friend. Any amount of world that breaks apart falls together again. When the demon is at your door, in the morning it won't be there no more. Any major dude will tell you. Any major dude will tell you. Any major dude will tell you.
It's pretty clear that we had something to offer that other listings, other agents' listings did not have to offer. We offered them the opportunity to sell their home, get their home sold in a very slow, tough market.
Come to Cloder Farms.
Lose yourself in the possibilities for your home, yard, heart, and soul.
Come to Cloder Farms.
And see what we're building for you. Offshore, out in the Sound, your island getaway awaits. Yes, Block Island beckons. With so much to do and see, a Block Island getaway is now closer than ever. Ride the high-speed Block Island Express from New London on one of 4 daily departures, where an island escape is yours at GoBlockIsland.com. That's GoBlockIsland.com.
After all this time, it's just a lie.
What? Jay Franklin over there. Carl Franklin in the middle. I'm Rick Coster. You're watching Live Lunch Break at theday.com, and it's been a privilege to have the Franklin brothers. You know what's pretty cool is that you guys are pretty much fully integrated into the New London music scene now, and that, to me, listen, 10 years ago, it was kind of an indie rock centric thing, and there was then a small side of Americana bands. Now you guys win Whaley Awards. I just think it says a lot that the scene has really opened up and become a lot more welcoming. Is that pretty much how you see it?
I think the whole hygienic art show is sort of the center of it, really, and the whole anything goes attitude spills over into the music, and it really doesn't matter what you do as long as you're passionate about it.
Seems like that art show is a good motivator too for the kids around here. To try to get involved in that.
Yeah,
certainly.
Well, speaking of the hygienic, are you guys are you won't be at the hygienic, but you're playing Op Sale next week, right?
Yeah,
with the
we're
full
at the
big band.
Custom House Pier, Saturday from 2 to 3 p.m.
And that's the large band.
That's the
12
big band.
piece.
11. It's
11
piece. Yeah, 11 piece band.
All right, that sounds great.
Horns,
singers.
Yep, the whole thing.
All right, great. Well, again, thanks so much. You guys have made it easy and fun. Jay and Carl Franklin, you're going to do one more.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
This is a song we learned at choir camp.
Yeah, so we're both in the Westerly Chorus, which George Kent, the conductor, just left after years and years and years of conducting that and leading the chorus. So we would go to camp every year, and one of the
Upstate
songs,
New Hampshire.
Yeah, one of the songs that we sang around the campfire was this one, but we sold it up a little bit, and it sounds great with the horns, by the way. You got to check this out Saturday. But this is the Titanic, and I added the last verse myself at the end. 1, 2, 1, 2. It was on one Monday morning, just about 1 o'clock, when the great ship Titanic began to reel and rock. People began to cry, screaming, Lord, don't let me die. It was sad when the great ship went down. Well, they sailed away from England, and they weren't too far from shore, when the rich folk just refused to associate with the poor. So they put the poor below, where they'd be the first to go. Yes, it was sad when the great ship went down. Oh, it was sad. Oh, people, it was oh so sad. Yes, it was sad when the great ship went down to the bottom. The husbands and wives, the children
100 million people died in World Wars I and II. 6 million bought the farm in Korea and Vietnam too. So many people went to Iraq and they ain't never coming back. But it was sad when the great ship went down. Oh, it was sad. Oh, people, it was oh so sad. Titanic went down. Oh, to the bottom of the
street. Fortunately, you guys have a lifeboat
We do.
to nowhere. So thanks for having the for joining us. The Franklin brothers were kind enough to do it here at Live Lunch Break.
It was our pleasure.
Thank
Definitely.
you. Next week we got Sue Menhart. Thanks to our sponsors, Cloder Farms, The Guard, New London Harbor Towers, and the Block Island Express. And of course we got Alex Noons and Sally Stapleton to get it right in the house. We'll see you guys next week.